What is up, guys? Zach Ginn here, and in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to go from broke to millionaire in wholesaling real estate. Really, what I want to do today is also break down the secrets millionaires in wholesaling real estate don't tell you, and really the secrets that are being suppressed to you on how to actually build true wealth in wholesaling real estate, and the actual keys to becoming successful and becoming really a millionaire through the power of wholesaling real estate. This is going to be a really important topic today. This is when I really want to break down and really share with you. As you know, guys, on Sunday nights, I will do one-on-ones with you. I'll ask any questions you possibly can. We like to leave it laid back and serious at the same time. Most importantly, I do want to keep it very, very serious when it comes to building your true wealth, because if you can follow the formula of having to go broke to millionaire, it's all within the same power dynamic of just getting 1% better every single day. And I think that's what I want to start off today. Before we get into it, do me a big favor and smash that like button and subscribe, and we'll break it all down. So guys, do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, comment below your questions. I'll always love to answer them. And we're going to break it all down today. So let's kind of bring it from the top. Like, what's the underlining theme of today of how to go from broke to millionaire? The biggest misconception in real estate wholesaling today from going from broke to millionaire is thinking you have to do it within a short period of time. Most millionaires in the entire United States, right? If we look at most millionaires in real estate, most millionaires in wholesaling, right? A lot of you guys believe it's an 17, 18-year-old kid flexing on the gram, right? I'm going to be straight up with you. There's a lot of teenagers flexing on the gram and wholesaling real estate, right? About 75 to 80% of them are frauds. And why have I know this? I've asked pretty much all of them to go on my podcast. 20% of them have given me HUDs. The others cannot prove the HUDs, which pretty much will show that they're not as legitimate as they claim. Now, there is a certain percentage that are real, but a lot of the people you see on social media, right, that are quote unquote millionaires in wholesaling real estate, a lot of them are faking. They're just doing it to sell you a course. They're here to do this, this, and this. Pretty much for the past 6, 7, 8, no, I would say probably for the past year, most of the new people coming up in wholesaling real estate have been frauds. And I'll say past about year now, I've had an exclusive where I only let people on the podcast that show their HUDs. And a lot of people that I never really believed were legit gave me HUDs that blew my mind. I had one kid, not kid, he's like 27, 28, kept bragging, the most, I wouldn't call it flamboyant with the way like they're showing and flexing with their money, but like I was like, oh my gosh, this guy doesn't seem legit. Like, but I'm not judging. I don't say anything publicly. And he kept going, asked to go in my pocket. I'm like, you know what? Fine. He told me I did 150K last month. I'm like, no way, right? That's crazy. But I'm like, show me the HUDs. I want to believe you. He shows me 150K to the dot in Phoenix, Arizona, virtually. I was like, whoa. 28-year-old, I'm like, whoa. And like, he doesn't do YouTube or any of this stuff. He went on my podcast. I was blown away by it. I was like, whoa, this guy's legit, right? And unfortunately, most people you listen to in wholesaling real estate, a lot of them are frauds, but like, you have some people that look like, they're flexing, but like they're running legit businesses. It's hard to know the difference between the two. The only reason I can tell is because before they want to go on my podcast, of course, I'm going to do JV deals with you guys on the audience. I got to vet them. So I will stand corrected just saying this. Most people that are flexing about being millionaires and wholesaling are fake. I show my HUDs. I show the real deals. I show them legit. You guys have to understand, for most people, they're doing it to sell you on something. So just when you're looking at, when I look at all the people that become millionaires through wholesaling real estate, there are a small exception that do it within a year, right? And that's very, very possible. But for most millionaires in wholesaling real estate, the guys and gals that do it, they do it slowly. They get rich slow. Getting rich slow is probably the fastest, most true and steady way to become rich. If you think getting rich fast, it sounds weird, but getting rich fast is actually the slowest way to get rich, because if you try to get rich fast, you're going to do the cheap methods, right? You're going to try to do the shortcuts and you fail. And then you try it again and then you fail. And then eventually you're going to do well. You might hit it out of the park, right? But like, it's like playing the lottery. You're trying to get rich quick, but by doing that, you're not doing the effective things that's actually going to get you rich. And you're just hoping to hit the lottery on that, right? So the most effective way to become a millionaire through wholesaling real estate is by making money, pouring that into passive income that pays you, and then getting rich. Guys, I have the formula to become a millionaire in 10 years. Like, I can pretty much make anybody in wholesaling real estate a millionaire. It will take 10 years, But within that 10 years, you will probably make $50,000 to $100,000 per year in profits. It's not the sexiest thing in the world, but it's absolutely true. Like, let me give you a quick statistic in wholesaling real estate of like, I can just show you this. Let's get a compound interest calculator. I'm gonna show you the cool cats and what they do, right? I'm having a really simple money calculator, right? So let's say in wholesaling real estate, I can teach you how to make 100K a year, right? This is a compound interest calculator. And this isn't like perfect, but like, let's just say we're doing this, right? Like how to become a millionaire wholesaling real estate. No one really shows you charts like this, but this is pretty much true to a point. Let's see if you guys can see this, right? Yeah, you guys can see this, right? If let's say currently, I'm trying to think of some numbers here. Let's say currently we have $0, right? We are going to make, let's say making 100K a year in assignment fees, right? After taxes and everything, let's say we can only invest 30K, right? Let's just say you're like a regular old kid, right? 30K, and I give you 10 years, right? That's pretty good, right? This won't make you a millionaire, but like if you just make 100K a year in wholesaling real estate and you just invest 30% of that, which honestly it should be, I'd like to put 50, but like let's say you're a kid, right? You're gonna do 50K. Like you're gonna go hard in the paint, right? You're gonna live below your means, put 50K in, and let's say you make 10% cap rate and then 14%. Let's say 14% is aggressive. Let's do 12%. Let's say make 12% of your money, which honestly in real, like if you buy a rental, even if you're buying like wholesaling deals to a point, if you make 12% on that for 10 years straight and you reinvest the money in the business, you're going to be around $1 million. Like let's say we're adding, let's say we put 11 years, right? All right, let's make it right. Pretty much if you can make 100K a year in wholesaling real estate after 10, 11 years, right? And this is conservative, right? Like 12% is very conservative for a lot of my rentals, right? Like let's say we're at 14%, do 10%. And like we're reinvesting every penny we make, right? You're like $1 million, right? Let's do 13%, right? Like 10%, and then let's say 3% for, honestly, let's use 14% because you have a lot of write-offs, right? I would say 15% is average for like decent. And like if you just put, let's say you research 3 hours a week or 2 hours a week of how to run rentals, which most people on here can do, you can easily get a 14% return. And like you're assuming you can write off taxes, right? That extra tax you saved, you can put into more rental properties. You could probably get about, what is it? Well, 1.1 million, and 1.1 million, let's say 10% cap rate, you're going to make 100K passively for the rest of your life. So if you're starting out at 16, by 26, 27 years old, you make 100K per year in passive income, never have to work a day in your life. Like in and out, 10 years, boom, just a decade, right? Like, guys, there are people, this is crazy to say, but this is absolutely true, that will literally work from 18 to 65 years old, pretty much put 50 years of their life into something and barely scrape it at 30, 40K a year. And then you got to like buy off your retirement, right? I'm talking about passive income, right? You have to sell off your investments and then like you start doing that, right? 10 years you can do, like in 5 years, you can do what people takes 65 years to do. It's absolutely insane. Okay. The truth is the fastest way to wealth is real estate wholesaling. And this is like a simple, like, I'm not talking about like other investments, right? Like you can do more, but like that's pushing it, right? But like conservatively, it just bought rental property and you put like even half away, 30, 40, and this, if you're making $250,000 a year, right? Like guys, you just do the math. It's hard. Like you do the math with me. Like if I'm making 6 figures a month in wholesaling, I'm pouring it all into money that's making me more money at 22 years old. I'm doing this for 5 years straight. Like do the math and figure out, I don't need, like, I got enough passive money coming in. I can just go ghost on you guys. Like honest, like I'm being completely honest with you guys right now. I can just shut off this camera, never hear a lick of me on the internet ever again. And I'm good for that. Like I'm set up for the rest of my life. Okay. Millions, like rest of my life passively. I don't have to do a thing. And the thing about it is I can do that. That power of me knowing I can do that legitimately means that I can just give you information for free. I'm telling you what's going to work. This isn't the sexiest thing in the world, but it's honestly what's going to happen. It's going to be the truth for your success. So guys, you get rich. It comes down to getting rich slow. And I think that's the big question a lot of people have in wholesaling real estate. It's like, how do I get rich wholesaling, right? Everyone wants to know the fast way to do it. It's really not the fast way. It's getting rich slow. That is the key to success. Even if you make 60 extra K a year, if you can put a lot of that money into the system, more or less, and just get money on that, you're going to be successful. People around you aren't doing that. Your friends, your family, unless you're like in a really good like group that's growing and growing, most likely that's not in your group, right? Like you have to go outside of what regular people are doing. You got to go outside. Actually, let's go outside of what regular wholesalers do, because there are people making millions of dollars every single year in wholesaling real estate in assignment fees that are netting like 30K because they have all these partners, they have all the staff, they're doing all this crazy overhead, and they're barely netting any money. It's absolutely sad. And wealth, and I've heard this from many people, but this is probably one of the truest quotes when I talk about wealth, right? Wealth is basically a ratio of how much money you make versus how much money you spend. I don't care what, like passive, active, right? Like that's what wealth is. And I want to redefine it. Like wealth isn't how much chains and yachts and boats and cars you have. It's how much money you can make versus how much you spend. And once we start changing that dynamic in wholesaling real estate, I want everyone to get rich watching this. And you can be making 60, 70K a year. If you do this for 20, 30 years, you'll never have to work a day in your life. And that's something no retirement 401k account can give you. I promise you that. So that's the point here. It's like, where the system become a million in wholesaling, right? If you just make 100K, which is like government lists, cold calling, sprinkle in drawing for dollars, reverse drawing for dollars in there, and you just do a systematic schedule, let's say 10, 15 hours a week, you're marketing, you're spending another 10 hours a week on the actual like cold calling of it, right? Pulling lists, talking to sellers, getting properties under contract, cash buyers, you can easily make 100K. You just got to put in the work. Discipline is going to be the key factor to your success there. And discipline equals freedom. I honestly, if anyone puts 40 hours in this and they have a disciplined schedule, guys, an action plan, like that's why I'm telling everyone, just hop on, talk to me one-on-one, because you talk to me one-on-one, I'll give you an action plan to make you 100K. I'll give everyone the sauce to it. I tell you, it's a recipe. It's a recipe. Okay. You got to put the ingredient. I'm giving you the ingredients, but like, okay, like I have 100 people and I give them the ingredients to make a cake, right? Same ingredients, same tools, same ovens. Some people are going to turn that into like an amazing cake, and some people are going to make it into like poured glue. That's what it's going to taste like, right? And the difference between that is like the recipe's the same. Why does one person over here make a terrible cake and one person make an amazing cake with the recipe? It's the execution of the recipe. I can give you the recipe. I can bring 100 people. Half of them are going to make a decent cake. 10% of them are going to make an amazing cake, and then the rest are going to make terrible cakes. People that make the terrible cakes are going to say, Zach, your recipe sucks. And the person that makes the best cake in the world with my recipe is going to be like, wow, Zach, the recipe works. Is it the recipe that's bad or the execution? I'm giving everybody the recipe at freewholesaling.com, how to become a millionaire. Okay, through wholesaling, make 100K, how much money you ever want to make, right? I'm giving everybody the recipe to success. The question is the execution. And I'm here to help you. Okay, like I'll go over your shoulder, watch how you're baking the cake, and tell you what you're doing right or wrong. I'm the Gordon Ramsay of this, okay? And I'll say it very nicely. I'm not a mean Gordon Ramsay. I'm Gordon Ramsay like when he talks to kids, okay? Very nice, okay? But it's all about how you execute. And that's the sauce. That's the difference for success here. I can give you everything. You have to execute. And I can't teach action to a point. You just got to do it to a point and just go after it. So that's the key. That's how you become a millionaire in wholesaling real estate. That's how you truly build wealth beyond your wildest dreams. So without further ado, let's answer some questions. Let's see if anyone's got some questions about that. But really, 0 to 100K is like that recipe, right? 100K to 250K, you start pouring some money in the business, right? SMS text blasting, maybe a dialer, right? Prop stream lists, VAs, all that stuff. And then once that you're at 250, you start delegating acquisitions, marketing, dispositions, and then you just start adding zeros to your revenue streams every single month. And boom, it gets easier, right? It becomes a little video game. Like you just get better and better. Like I'm good at video games, and I kind of, put wholesaling as a video game to a point, and it became really easy. And that's the way I look at it, right? There's a lot of video games like that. and I kind of used it for wholesaling to a point where like managing things. Like Clash of Clans. I used to play Clash of Clans in middle school, right? I was OG at Clash of Clans. My elixir's probably full right now. I don't even have Clash of Clans on my phone, right? But like that video game is mostly like managing things to a point, right? And that's what wholesaling is. Like it's all a little video game for a lot of people like video games. It's crazy, but it's true. So it works really, really well, guys. So let's kind of break this down and let me answer some questions. Okay. So let me answer a question from Sheila. Sheila says, okay, how about a call for those that want to make fun? Sheila, if you want to hop on and talk to me, I'll tell you exactly how to make $500K. But I'll have to ask you this one question. This is from most people don't like talking to me one-on-one. If you want to make $500K in wholesaling real estate, you need to make $100K first. Then you need to make $110K. Then you have to make $150. Then you have to make $200. The point, you cannot make $500K in wholesaling real estate. You have to make $100K first. And then you got to make $250K first. And then we can start about getting $500K. It's levels. All like a video game. Okay, you're not going from 0 to $500K without doing some levels, right? And you got to level up, right? That's the point. That is the secret sauce here in wholesaling real estate. You have to level up, and that's going to help you so much in this business. So, guys, you have to level up. You cannot make $500K just by doing nothing all day, right? Like you got to go in there and start doing it. So, let's answer some questions, and I'll break it on, guys. I have the StreamYard link right here. If you want to hop in and talk to me one-on-one, I'd love to help everyone out. Talk to them and see how I can help them out so much. There's some questions on here, and we'll get it going, guys. I'm back in the United States. I'm here for quite a while. I don't think I'm going to go abroad for a little bit. I missed the greatest country on earth. Love it. Shout out to my international peeps. Being on bad internet for a week was good fishing. That was worth it. Oh, also, announcement, guys. On the Flip With Her YouTube channel, and I can watch on the Zach Ginn YouTube channel right now, but on the Flip With Her channel tomorrow, I'm releasing the vlog from Mexico. I had a 6-hour flight back from Mexico. I was in Cabo for fishing from Marlin. 6-hour flight. So I had 6 hours to go edit the vlog because I was pretty bored. I watched pretty much all the movies on there. So I have the vlog all done. It will be released tomorrow on the Flip With Her YouTube channel at 5 o'clock. That'd be pretty fun. And then we have a Zach Ginn cut, which will probably release in like a month. I got to re-edit that one too. But that'll be fun tomorrow. We have the vlog going on, so that's going to be fun. But yeah. What's up, Troy? Troy says, hey, Zach, I'm here in Seattle. Quick question. Would you recommend pulling lists without PropStream if you used a free trial? I'm not sure to quickly. Yeah, you know, with a free trial, if your intention's not to go actually use PropStream, I want to get used to it. I'll just be doing government lists. That's my opinion on it. Austin says, I think I have a buyer for my first deal. Awesome, Austin. Love it. Awesome. Congrats, bro. Love to see it. Love to see it. Let's see here. Alrighty. Appreciate everyone on the late night stream. Gotta help my West Coasters out. We live at 10. I love it. 7 o'clock for my West Coasters out here. So I love it. Got my first set of probate mailers ready today, going on the mail tomorrow. Awesome, guys. If you want to learn how to do probate mailers at freewholesaling.com, we teach absolutely for free. Also, a quick announcement about freewholesaling.com. We are doubling our prices on freewholesaling.com. So we are going from $0. I'm multiplying them by 2. So $0. I'm doubling my prices. So 0 times 2. Let me do the math here. Let me give you the official prices. Hold on. Let me just figure this out really quick. Hold on. 0 times 2. 0 times 2 is 0. So the new price of freewholesaling.com is $0. So I multiplied it from $0. I multiplied by 2. And now we've doubled our prices. We're increasing prices at freewholesaling.com by 100%. We are officially $0 times 2 is 0. So we are now at $0 for freewholesaling.com. That is the price increase due to inflation. $0 is now the cost to join freewholesaling.com. So just FYI for everyone, we are increasing. We're doubling prices at freewholesaling.com due to inflation. But gas prices, that's causing me to increase freewholesaling.com from free to free. I love it. Some of these gurus are increasing their prices for their course. I think it's funny. Let's see. Hi, Zach. Is wholesaling still good in the winter? Oh, yeah. If the internet's still going on in the winter, you're going to be fine. We do wholesaling Detroit, right? Michigan. It gets really cold there. The in-person kind of slows down a little, like not too crazy, right? Like you kind of do it virtually. You're fine, right? I'm in Florida, right? So like the in-person in Florida is actually, it heats up in the winter. Not heats up, like, like, oh my God, it's like 55 degrees. What am I going to do? It's going to be 55 degrees for like 2 hours at 8 a.m. It's very stressful for me. Like by noon, it never goes above 55, 60 in the winter. Like, I mean, it never goes below that. So I get like my Minneapolis people, right? Even in, Seattle, like I get it, but it's still good to go. Investors are now, what stops in the summertime for wholesaling, like now during like if a hurricane's going to hit, wholesaling kind of like it's weird for like a week, right? A lot of the sellers are kind of like panicking over that, but like that's our sort of short winter. Investors are looking for deals to make money every day, and there are now people ready to sell properties. People have always been ready to sell. So yeah. What's up, James? How are you? Is it wise to use my normal home address as a probate mailer? You can. I'm not a big fan of that. I'd rather get a UPS store or something, but you could use it. I'm never a big fan of that though. But yeah. How do you do a one-on-one? The StreamYard link is pinned on here, or just go through the comments. I'll post it one more time too. So I'll post the StreamYard link on here. All right, let me post it on here. All right. Carmen's got a good one. What's up, Olivia? Olivia made it. Is it okay to put properties under contract in your own name? Oh yeah, perfectly fine. Get 2 deals and then do the LLC. You should be fine. So Franklin's got a good question. What's the difference between batch leads and prop stream, right? Which one should I be doing? Let me just put in a quick video. So guys, this is a big question. Should I use batch? Should I use prop stream? Zach, you promote both of them. You tell both people. I tell both people to use them because honestly, I call them Lowe's hammers versus Home Depot's hammers. Hold on, let me get this going really quick. Let me share my thing. All right. So this is a video I did. It was basically prop stream versus batch. Let me show you. So I promote both of them because I actually use both of them. I know both of the higher ups on there, and they're all great. I'm the only coach person, I don't know what you call me, that promotes both of them. People either say only prop stream, only batch. I think both of them work. I actually use both in my own business. I think you should try the free trials of both of them and then see which one works best for you. It's weird. It's like being a Dallas Cowboys fan or a Patriots fan or a Philadelphia fan or a Jets fan. I don't know why Jets fan, but some people are Jets fans beyond me. Even not the whole Zach Wilson thing. It's out 2 weeks. It's fine. Some people just like love one over the other. I cannot tell you why. I use both of them, but I have the money for it. I truly believe you should get the free trials of both and really break down. This video has the ultimate breakdown of it. I kind of break down costs, MLS access, PropStream and Batch now both have MLS access. I go inside of both platforms, kind of show you. One works better for like the text blasters out here. One works better for the driving for dollars. Like it's all tomato to a point. I think you should try the free trials of both. No other wholesaler. This is weird. Just start thinking about this. Why is Zach the only one who says this? You should try the free trials of both, and then you do your own independent research. This is weird, right? Like, it's kind of weird, but like, I think you're smart enough to make a decision yourself. Watch my videos on it. Like, it's all at freewholesaling.com. I just search Bachelor's Prop Stream. My video's on there. Do I have yeah, here's the link to the YouTube video on there. I put that on there if you really want to watch the difference between Bachelor's Prop Stream. Yeah, I have a full like I always call it a Lowe's hammer versus a Home Depot hammer. So if you've been to Lowe's or Home Depot, right? If I buy a hammer, like a regular like $15 hammer or $10 hammer, it's kind of sad. I don't know how much a hammer costs anymore. But like they got the Home Depot brand on it. It's got the Lowe's brand. And everyone stresses over, oh, you have to use a Lowe's hammer. Oh, you have to use a Home Depot hammer. Like, I'm just trying to hit the nail in the wood thing, right? I'm trying to nail something, like, right? Like, I don't need anything crazy, right? Oh, this hammer's got this to steal, guys. Just do the job. It's pretty much the point. They're going to be the same one. Now, you can buy a $3,000 hammer, right? Like, they got the crazy ones, but it's really not going to be the biggest difference. Just taking action with it. There's subtle differences though. So I recommend you both try both of them. So on the bottom here, we have listrei.com, which is our prop stream trial. Try it for free. listrei.com. That's your 7-day free trial. Just try prop stream out and see if you like it or not. And then you go to zachdata.com, 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 and try batch leads for free, zachdata.com, zachdata.com. That is batch leads free trial. Try both of them, see which one you like. Honestly, I feel like for most people, it's not going to make you any better or worse doing one over the other. That's the point. Why trip over a hammer brand? Why trip over the software brand? That's what I'm saying, All-Star. Like, what? All-Star Gaming, I'll give you an analogy. Most people think that the type of mouse you have, there are gaming mouses out there, but like, once you spend over $200 on a gaming mouse, it's not going to make you a better gamer than like, I have some of my buddies that are the best, like, they're one of the best CSGO players, like, in the, I know one guy who's one of the best CSGO players in the country. Homie's got a laptop and like a wind chair, okay? And like he's playing at like 720 PD. He's one of the best in the country. Like I'm not like even saying that like he's one of the best. Wind chair and a laptop, gaming PC, right? Gaming laptop. Like it comes to the executor than the actual tool sometimes. It's like Coca. Okay, I would say Coca. I think Coca-Cola is so much better than Pepsi that like it's not even a good comparison. Okay. Coke is so much better than Pepsi. I'm sorry. I hate all my Pepsi people. Like, I hate to say it to the Pepsi people, but I've never heard someone say, "Oh, dying for a Pepsi right now." No one ever says that. Okay, nobody ever says that. Okay, I just it's funny. Okay, it's probably branding to a point. I can actually taste the difference between the two. But I'm just like, you guys are tripping over it. I honestly don't think one's going to be insanely different. But I think you should get both, obviously. But try the free trials and you make your own independent decision. It's literally somebody saying, you need to drink Pepsi only. And then one guru saying, you need to drink Coke only. Like, make your own decision. Like, this isn't something where it's like going to be a game changer. My information uses the same way for both of them. So just, I know I'm going on a tangent with some of this stuff, but like, it's really not going to be a big difference, right? Now I have released it. I'm going to release a video soon, probably next week or the week after. I'm going to question about PropStream versus Privy, right? That's a software I think they have way different uses where I don't think Privy is going to be like game changing over PropStream for certain things. And then Privy is a lot better on PropStream, like certain things, right? Like they both have their independent things, right? I'll break that. That's already recorded, edited, all that stuff. Like that'll be released soon, right? But like that's when the video is going to drop for me. But a lot of people think that PropStream or Preview, like the end of it, like it's good. That's something where like I'll tell you that's probably a lot better choice than the other. PropStream versus Batch, one might come out with a better feature than the other, and it might change the game. But as of right now, they're both pouring. I know for a fact, I know both of them are pouring millions of dollars in research and development that like. They're working on it. They're just trying to one up each other to a point sometimes, but it makes competition better. So that's my opinion on that. Let's see. Lambo, Aston Martin. I love it. Hey, Zach, I'm starting wholesaling. I live in San Jose and I want to stay local. Is that a good idea? I would probably go virtual for that one. Yeah. Let's see. How can a broke boy do this type of stuff? Sorry, I came in late. Robert, don't call yourself a broke boy. As long as you don't have a broke mindset, you're fine. So if you're broke, I actually have a video on the Zach Ginn YouTube channel. You probably could see it. It's called The Broke People's Guide to Wholesaling Real Estate. And I hate plugging all my stuff, right? I released it like a week or two ago. I'd go on my channel and just look through the video. It's called The Broke People's Guide to Wholesaling Real Estate. And it breaks down all the tools and lists and marketing channels for someone who's broke to get started. I would say government lists and hunting lists, and then cold calling. That's probably your best bet. Robert, I would love to know what market you're in, but that's going to probably be the best efficient way starting out no money to make some deals. Code violations, probates, water shutoffs. Those are really the main three I'm really pushing lately because I truly believe like pound for pound, like starting out, that's probably where most wholesalers in your market can't be pulling that type of list. And that's going to give you a lot of success. So that's what I'm saying. Luke, what is up, Luke? Hey, Zach, I'm 17, getting started into wholesaling. What was the biggest struggle of starting at 17 you had? My mindset was probably the worst thing at 17 for myself. even when I was doing deals, I still thought, hey, I'm 17 years old. You know, these older folks have a leg up on me, right? I kind of thought that at 17 still. To me, until I did enough deals at 18, made over about 100K at 18, where I really was like, okay, you know, I can do this, right? Like, there's not one living soul out here in my market that could probably beat me, except for Rick, right? Like, there's not one, like, I can win up all these old timers, right? I know what I'm doing. And that was a game changer for me, actually. Like, when I started switching my mindset from that, from, oh, these people can whoop my like butt to like, I don't really care anymore. I was fine. I had a squeaky voice. I think I was 1 inch shorter, right? I think I grew inch from in college. It was kind of weird, but like in my 20s. But I got a squeakier voice. I was a lot skinnier. I looked a lot younger. Okay, and I was still doing deals. And I think the biggest problem I had 17 was just that mindset. I also thought at basically 17 years old, another issue I had was like I was only doing one marketing channel. That really stopped me a lot because I was only doing one marketing channel. I was only doing bandit signs. To my high school wrestling tournaments, like all I really cared about. And school, right? But like I was so one-dimensional as a wholesaler. And I think I was fine, but like I was that was the only thing. But like if bandit signs failed, I didn't know where I'd be. And that was a huge mistake. Luckily, the stars aligned. I don't know if you call it fate or destiny, but me just doing bandit signs worked so well that it helped me catapult me to cold calling, which catapulted all this other stuff for me, right? So, you know, looking back at it, I don't think I would change one thing. I think the struggle of learning the slow way. I got rich slow, by the way. I didn't make $1 million my first year, right? Like it took me years to get really good at talking to sellers, doing my cold calling. Like, I'm a slow learner. I think that's a lot of things like a lot of people should understand about me. Like I was a slow learner. I wasn't like the most elite person starting out, right? But like you look at all great athletes, you know, there's LeBron Jameses out there and then there's Michael Jordans. Not comparing the two, but like look at Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan in high school, like he was the most elite guy. Like he didn't make his basketball team. I think his freshman sophomore. You guys can correct me, right? Like I know he didn't make the team like freshman sophomore. Where LeBron was like basically a prodigy in high school, right? They're televising his games on TV when he was at St. Vincent, I think. Like he was pretty much a star from the get-go. And Michael Jordan had to work it, but like he was a gifted athlete too, but like he had to work on it and get going. Like there's athletes out there, like I know a lot of people like sports, but I haven't watched a lot of preseason football lately. So I'll talk about, you know, like Patrick Mahomes, right? Patrick Mahomes wasn't like this elite guy in high school, and he wasn't really an elite guy in college. He was very elite, but like he just kept getting 10% better every year starting in college, where most people are already at that high level. But like he did this crazy jump while I was in the pros. And really like my crazy jump happened from 18 to 19, not 17 to 18, right? It was like my junior year of wholesaling, right? Where like things started going crazy. And then guys, from year 3 to 4, 4 to 5, right? Like 5 to 6 is probably gonna be a crazier jump, right? But like the jumps are insane. Don't think you have to go from like starting out to elite, like starting out your first year. But like some people get really fast, some people don't. Just some people get really good and then they plateau at their income for like years. So like don't compare yourself to others. But at 17 years old, I think confidence was something I had, but it's still something I could work on. So yeah. Let's see here. Let's get a couple more questions in here, and then I'm going to go do some one-on-one calls. Let's see here. I do some deals in Vegas, not insane, but I do. Most of them are people sending from JVs starting out, but yeah. Let's see here. So I'm going to do some E really quick, and then we're going to get into it. E says, can you use title companies like clothesline statements that work in multiple states? Now, honestly, I've looked at this, right? Because I do a lot of JV deals and I'm doing deals in multiple states and it seems easier to use one title company. I'm experimenting on other things right now, but like, honestly, for virtual wholesaling, unless you're doing like the amount of deals I'm doing virtually, I would probably stick to like one title company per virtual market. It makes it easier for the seller. And honestly, I would tell you. So let's hop on and talk. Zachary.
Yo.
I missed you last time, man. I feel bad. What's up?
No, it's all good. I got a question.
I tried talking to you after, but you left.
Oh, well, no, I thought you were done.
Yeah. I'm done for 2. I go for 2 hours on the live. And I'll talk to people after sometimes. I'll let you know in the chat next time. What's up? How can I help you out?
Okay. Anyway, so that house, call a guy, and tomorrow I'm heading out on my first appointment. I'm driving over to the house to inspect it and then obviously give my offer, mainly because he hasn't had somebody come and inspect it before, and he was listing for 65 grand. Remember, he told me to go for 40? And he said,
Yeah.
I asked him, his lowest offer currently was $55,000, but he has had nobody come visit the house. So I was going to go over there, visit it myself, and then see if I can find some sort of issue that'll allow me to lowball it and go for 40, and it'll actually be reasonable for me. But that, my one question, or I have two questions here. First of all, should I bring my, like when you were 17 and you were signing contracts, did you have your dad there to do it for you? Because I legally in Indiana cannot sign contracts at my age.
Do you have someone that'll sign one for you?
Yeah, like my dad would.
Okay, so
Do
we're
I
gonna
just
do
bring
this,
him
Zach.
along?
All right. You're gonna do what my acquisitions managers usually do. Ready? You're gonna get them to sign the contract,
Hmm.
and you're gonna just leave, and then have like your partner sign it too, because he's dealing with all the
Okay.
money stuff. So you're gonna
Yeah.
have him sign it, and then when it's your turn to sign, he's gonna take it. Okay. Have your
Hmm.
dad sign it, and then drop back by and send him the copy, or email him the copy. Really simple.
Okay. And then also, are there any sort of very specific small details I should look for when going to inspect the house that
Yeah.
would be a good pointer for me to have a reason to lower the price?
Yeah. So you're in Indiana. This is low price points.
Hmm.
So I'm doing a lot of virtual wholesaling in like the Midwest, like Dayton, Detroit, right? Everything I'm putting under contract for 20, 30, 40K, right? There's not one perfect house. Okay. And I think you
Yeah.
know this, right? Like not every house is perfect. And you could pretty much like to a T know if the roof has a problem, there's mold, right? Like,
Mhm. Like, I was asking him, he said there
yeah.
was, like, water in the basement and that it needed over 100 grand of repairs, probably, like, 120,000, but I noticed I was doing some quick comps for, like, 15 minutes, I noticed all the houses around it were selling for t and they were same bed, same baths, similar square footage, built within a 12-year time span, so they were similar houses, and they were all selling for, like, 250, 300. Um, so this guy, he knows that work needs to be done to it, but I was just asking because I've been overthinking the whole thing for such a long time. So,
So
but yeah, I was gonna. Should I head out there? Because he said I can do two things. I can go out there with him tomorrow, just like meet with him, and then he'll walk me around the house, and I can point things out. But he also said he can leave the door open, and I can just walk straight through. And taking pictures of myself, took like 100 photos and then call him and give him a price. Should I meet with him in person to try and take advantage of the moment just to
how
try
far
and
is it?
get him to, huh? It's 40 minutes away from where I'm at.
That's worth it. I'm just telling you. So let's break
So
this down.
meet up with
First of
him in
all,
person?
oh yeah, hands down. 40 minutes is
Okay.
worth it. Okay. Because it just increases your chances. So he's talking to multiple wholesalers. I'm
Mhm.
just telling you the truth. How I beat out multiple wholesalers in my market that are virtual is because I go in person. Number one way. Already from talking to you, you don't sound like you're scared talking to people, right? Like you seem
No,
like
I don't
you're
struggle
good
with
enough,
that.
right? You're not gonna pause. So I think the biggest thing you need to do, and this is uncomfortable, but it's true. Before you go, confirm that he's all good to set at 1 o'clock. And did you set the stage basically with the seller?
I told him that I wanted to meet with him between 5 and 7 p.m. after I get out of school.
You tell him after you're done with school.
No, I didn't tell him after I'm done with school. I told him after like 5, 7 p.m. I didn't tell him I was
Okay.
in school.
So what I would say is, hey, I talked to my partner. This seems like something that we might possibly be able to do. This is on replay, so you can watch it. I don't want to waste your
Mhm.
time or waste my time. When me and my partner go out and see the property, we're ready to make a decision yes or no. We see a
Like a
lot of
yes or no
properties.
answer. Yeah.
Uh, I'm still saying it right. So whatever his name, don't say the name, but like Todd. So Todd, when I go there, are you ready to make a yes or no decision on selling it that day so we don't waste our time? I shut up. 80% of the time they say yes. And then you go there, they're ready to say yes or no. Because Bro, I don't need to work. I don't need to walk for. I've done this. Okay, I've literally gone 40 minutes to a house, gave him a great offer, did the amazing pitch, right? Built the rapport. I was talking to my partner Rick here. He was looking at the water damage. He's been wholesaling for 20 plus years. He told me to buy this at like 40.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say a thing. And then he does, and he negotiates. He's like, well, let me think about that $50,000, Zach. Have a good one. See ya. And then you lose out in the deal because someone one-ups you next week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Zach offered 50, I'll do 55. Then you lose, right? People will take 50 now over a $55,000 virtual offer because they might say, well, why didn't you take it now? Right? I'm here. I'm ready to go. You said you're ready to make a decision. Yes or no? Let's do it. So it's a weird conversation, but if you call them in the morning, I don't know what time you got school, but call them at like 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, before I come out, so we don't waste your time, my time, are you ready to make a yes or no decision on selling it so we don't waste our time, Todd, or whatever?
Yeah,
Just
I'll
by that
probably
yes.
do that.
And Zach, what if he says no? It still might be worth it for you to go out there, even if it says no, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to change anything. He's not going to think of you any less.
Even if I don't get the deal, I'm still wanting to go out. Just obviously for the first time experience, I can learn a lot more from just doing that because I've been stuck in analyzation paralysis for way too long. So I'm just kind of getting out there.
Right.
How
Zach,
should I
your
introduce
partner?
my dad, by the way? Like as just
All
a
right.
business
What's your
partner?
dad's name?
Doug.
Doug. All right.
Mm-hmm.
My dad's Doug. We buy houses together.
Okay.
He works with some of our partners that buy him as rentals. Sometimes we flip them, right? He's kind of the money. I used to say this as a kid too. I feel so old saying that, but like he's kind of the money guy. I'm the guy that goes out here, does all the work. I might manage the rentals, might, work on the hammer, right? We're kind of a mom and pop operation, but we're looking to buy houses. People connect with that. I promise you, people connect with that. And it's like, okay, Zach doesn't have the money, but his dad's got the money. Okay, that makes sense, right? People can understand that. You're the guy that's running around managing properties, all this stuff. A lot of property managers are young. So, Zach, what I'm going to do with you is I want you to set the stage with me, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right? Let's do the call you're doing in the morning. All right?
So
We're gonna do
like
it 3
practice
times.
it right now?
Let's do it. Call me, 8:30.
All right. I'm calling you right now. And this guy's name, I'm not going to say his name, I'll just say your name.
Don't say his name.
Yeah.
Todd.
Hey, is this Zach?
Yes, this is Todd.
Hi, I was just calling up before I go head out to your house with my partner this morning, and I was wondering if when I arrived there, just to save us both time, if you would be ready to say yes or no on the price that I offer the house after we go inspect it.
Yeah. Perfect. All right, we're going to do that again. So one thing I'll change. All right? Don't say offer, don't say contract, none of this stuff. You didn't say contract, but are you ready to make a yes or no decision on selling the property when I go there, just so I don't waste your time or my time?
Okay.
That's it. And don't say partner because your partner's not coming. I use the partner as the excuse, but try it one more time. And let's try it again with just, are you ready to make are you ready when I go there today to make a yes or no decision on selling the property?
Okay. Hey,
and I would, Zach, what I also would do is I'd write it down, not word for word, but like if you want word for word, like just a state, like he's not going to see you saying it, right? It's easier on the phone than in person, I promise you.
Yeah.
And the general statement I used to write down is like, are you ready to make a yes or no decision on selling the property today so I don't waste your time or my time? I love it. Old guys love that stuff. So let's try it again.
Hey, hey, is this Zach?
This is Zach.
Say yes, because I have like 1,000 numbers. I don't want to make sure I call the wrong one.
Hey, this is Zach.
Yeah, so before I was stopping by later in the day, I was just calling in the morning to make sure that you are ready to make a yes or no decision on an offer I make on the house or like something like that.
Yeah.
I took out the other thing I said, so yeah, obviously when I'm on the call, it'll go a bit better. But yeah, I'll make that call. And he was a really chill guy too. He seemed like he was cool with like moving his price. It's been on the market for a year and a half, but he said the reason for that was not because he didn't want to sell it, but because he was trying to clear some things up with titles and stuff and deeds and other random stuff I was on the call with him for. He was mentioning all that. But I'd say mainly my hope is that I can find some sort of thing like a crack in the foundation, like in person, because nobody's went out there yet. That I can use to say, oh well, originally I was going to offer 55, but now that I see this, my best offer is 40, and then have that be my max.
I
And
like
then,
it.
yeah, that's all I had.
So yeah, talk to
Obviously,
Doug.
other people to get to.
He's a little worried about the water, right? Let's go
Huh?
from there. You just say,
Yeah.
I was talking to my dad,
All right.
Doug, right? And he's kind of concerned the water, right? He wants to buy this for like this. And you justify the if he's ready to make a yes or no decision, we're good to go, man. You just got to practice it, dude. You're into bodybuilding, right?
Yeah.
Do you know C-Bum?
Yeah.
You know he works out the same gym as me?
Does he really?
Yeah. Stuart, Florida. Well, he works out multiple gyms, but I've seen him in the gym.
Oh.
He puts in the work, bro. Dude, he puts in the work.
I've seen
okay?
it. How
do you think you get like? How do you think you get like him? Obviously, I can't get like him, but
yeah,
he works the same gym as me sometimes, right?
You got to work out for decades, eat insanely healthy. I've already been doing that. You got to,
Let's talk about wholesaling, okay? Let's talk about wholesaling. He's
okay,
got an insane work ethic. He's a really cool guy to watch and study, right? Because I take what he does and puts into wholesaling, right? Okay. It's
super
crazy.
Consistent.
Super consistent, right? He sometimes takes breaks. I get it, but he shows up. As long as you show up, going that appointment is that gym, right? You're just putting reps in, okay? You get better, man, right? So it's like, have you failed on a PR before? Lots of times, right? I've had the bench stuck on me, right?
Yeah.
You don't become worse by failing on a PR, right? You don't get worse. Same thing as this appointment, dude. It's a PR. I remember the first time I put 2 plates on the bench. It was scary. And, I failed the first time, but now it's like nothing, right? But you just got to show up. And you might do something that's a little scary, but you're better doing it. So that's it, man.
And then one more quick thing before I leave. When you were in high school, how'd you manage or how'd you work around just homework in general to make more time for wholesale?
I'm not a good example for it. I took all college classes in high school. So
I'm kind of doing a similar thing though.
Yeah, if you're doing I got eidetic memory. So I literally read my books and didn't study at all, and I got pretty much straight A's.
I'm not like that.
So. No, not everyone's like that. I'm crazy. Okay, talk to Rick, right? And then I figured out in college, basically, I didn't really have to work at all. College is a little harder.
Yeah, he told me you hired people.
Yeah, I hired people in college. High school I was doing all myself still. I was kind of hiring some people. Not everyone's like that, obviously, but I was doing a lot, right? I still work and stuff. I would say I put out a lot of bandit signs out, and it's not a good example for a lot of people, but I still showed up.
It does want to work for me.
At the time I did bandit signs, you can call, right? So that's what I'd be doing.
Because I was thinking after I lock up my first deal, I could maybe use some of that money towards paying. There's 2 other kids who are willing to cold call for me if I can teach them. Paying them to do cold calling on weekends for me to try and obviously increase the amount of leads I can get because I don't have much time anymore. I only got because I'm stuck up 5 days a week. So really it's about weekends that I can only use the time for. So
I would never strive for dollars on the weekends.
That's what I was doing. I
would just keep doing that. Honestly, here's the problem, Zach. I'm telling you this truthfully. You're 17. Well, once you start once you're 30 or 40, dude, this is then you're really busy. You think you're busy now. I think if someone's got 2 or 3 kids, right, working a full-time job, that's bit. You're at a point now where you don't have that burden on your shoulders. I still don't have that burden on my shoulders, but this is the time to do it. There's not a better time to do it. So
yeah,
I'll still be doing that. Honestly, let's get some deals, dude. You're doing the right thing. So keep it up.
All right, I'll keep working.
I'll try to get Steve on the podcast, and I'll put you on. All right.
And then maybe 2 more.
2 more what?
Before that, but yeah. That's say probably like in 2 streams from now, probably help good because obviously I need gas money. But yeah, I know there's a bunch of other people waiting as eagerly as I was waiting last stream. So I'll let you move on.
Zach, I'm going to hop on one last time. I want you to write down exactly what you're going to tell me. Write down what you're going to tell your seller tomorrow in the morning.
Give me a second. I need to.
I'm going to put you down. You're going to write it down yourself. I'm popping it back off. I'll put you back on the end, okay?
Okay.
All right. Have it written down. All right?
All right. I'll go do that right now.
All right. Well, you do well. Boom. I gave him the recipe. See what's going to happen. I believe in him. Kia.
Hi, Zach.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm blessed. What's up? How can I help you out today?
Okay, so this is my first time on live with you, and I just want to tell you thank you for all that you do up here. Everything that you post is like tried and true.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a probate lead, and I actually got it from my first marketing campaign following the video that Rick posted with his template.
Nice.
I actually purchased the his old system, the PPS Gold, I think it's called, probate system.
That's not his.
But yeah, I know it's not his anymore. I questioned you about it, and you said he sold the rights to it like 5
Yeah, that's why we have the free stuff now.
Yeah, but I actually purchased it. It just made it kind of more simple and easy for me. So I did a marketing campaign off of his letter template, and I got a call back from a guy whose father has died, and he's interested in selling the property. And what caught him in the letter was Rick's suggestion about the probate selling outside of the court, or selling it faster than you can just going through the court. He always talks.
Yeah, what state?
Georgia.
Okay, Georgia's a weird one.
Yeah, Georgia is a weird one. Okay,
weird with the probate. What's the situation?
Okay, so all right, he didn't disclose all of this information initially. He just told me that his father passed. His father was trying to sell the property through Open Door, and like 2 weeks before he was about to close, he died. So now he has some tenants in the property that don't want to leave, and they're actually about to get foreclosed on in 2 weeks.
Okay.
They're in forbearance right now. They're about 4 payments behind on mortgage.
Okay. Is there an affidavit already on that property? I'm not trying to talk over you. Like sometimes there's like certain things filed on the property. Do you know if anything like that's filed on the house?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Okay.
The reason why I'm asking you is I'm not saying anything bad about Open Door.
Mm-hmm.
I think they got sued for $60 million from the FTC. I'm not saying any slander about them.
Right.
That's just what the FTC has said. I'm not saying anything bad about them, but like they might file something because they have it under contract. I would look up the deceased person on public records, Gwinnett County, whatever county you're in Georgia, and just see if Open Door filed anything. I don't want to waste your time. Sometimes that's the case. Did he already sign a contract?
I haven't asked him to sign any contract yet.
No. Did he sign did the deceased person, rest in peace, sign a contract with Open Door?
Yes.
Or they just talks? They signed it?
Yeah, they had a close date for, I believe it was for like July 17th. So, okay, so this is what his son is telling me. His son is not in Georgia. He's in Florida, and he doesn't have a lot of access to the property and paperwork. All the paperwork is still at the property. He said that he did talk to somebody from Open Door, and that they said that the contract or the deal is no longer valid because his father passed. This is what he's telling me. So I'm hearing about this whole situation about an affidavit for the first time, but I'm definitely going to look into it.
Okay. I mean, if Open Door says, nothing wrong with it, but like if they say they don't want to deal with it anymore, then go ahead, right? And if you're getting their word, you should be fine, right? I just don't want them to get sued or anything, but as long as they have something in writing saying that their equitable interest in the property is released, I don't think you have a problem with it, right? You got to deal with attorneys in Georgia, so you're going to be fine. I'll make sure everything's all good. I'll disclose it to all the attorneys just so you're fine. But I think you're fine to pursue this, right? I
Yeah.
would put under contract and wholesale it. I think you should be fine.
Okay. So, all right, here's the thing. All right, I really do want this deal, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to pay their back mortgage payments within 2 weeks' time. He's talking about like
Wait, is the
reselling
auction in 2 weeks?
potentially.
There should
So
be an auction date already, right?
right. So he gave me the number to the mortgage lender, and I've called them this past weekend. Well, I'm sorry, this past Friday, and I'll probably call them again tomorrow just to see where they're at with everything. I'm just not sure about this one. I'm wondering if
sometimes when you call, they won't even let you answer if you're not like the heir or anything like that. Probate is weird. I would try to get an answer exactly when the date is for the auction. Maybe the auction date's not even set, but this is something you gotta go fast.
That's what I was thinking. So if they don't have the money, is there a case? Because I've heard stories about where you and Rick
sell it.
Yeah, but just hear me out. So I know Rick talks about sometimes how he helps pays like back taxes or liens or things like that. I mean, do you recommend that I try to do something like that in this case? I do have some extra money in my savings, like for
It's too
something like
risky.
this. Is it too risky?
It's too risky for you. I'm just saying, it's like, unless it's like when we do that, we have like liens already done on the house. Like we don't play. Okay. And like it's like 5-10 grand, but like we're making 70-80K on the deal. Like we do the risk for ourselves. It's not worth it for you. If there's no auction date already set, they won't have to pay. It'll come out of their equity on the deal. If there's equity on the deal, you're fine. Now, there's no equity on the deal, we can have another conversation about creative financing on it. But like, if there's equity in it, you're fine. Really.
Okay. Okay. So just get it under contract.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speed's everything. Speed.
Okay. So even
Where
if
in
an
Georgia are
auction
you?
date is, you say Clayton County.
Clayton County.
Clayton County probate is pretty slow. It can take up to 120 days here.
Yeah, you're by Fayetteville, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Like, all right, you're kind of by Peachtree City. That's cool. Honestly, yeah, you got to lock it up fast. Yeah, I would lock it up, and I'd have the attorneys deal with it. That's kind of how we deal with most probates. I let the people, they get paid better than me. Not better than me, but like they get paid the big bucks to be dealing with that. So I'll get under contract and have the attorney sort it out. Closing attorney.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, and let me help you out. Once you get it locked up for the best price you possibly can, I would then try to get something in writing from Open Doors saying that we're not dealing with this anymore. Just probably make it go a lot easier. And see if there's an auction on the property. Honestly, if you look at the deceased person on public records, and you can see everything kind of filed against them, then you can kind of make your decision from there.
Okay, so you think that I should contact Open Door about this affidavit you were talking about?
No. Have the sellers.
Have the seller do it.
You get an email or something, yeah.
So the next time I speak with the seller, just ask him about an affidavit.
Yep, just to make sure that you're not stepping over anyone's shoes.
Okay.
You're a legitimate businesswoman, which I know you are, right? And you don't want to do anything that's not right. Technically, Open Door, I'm just telling between you and me because Open Door doesn't watch my stuff, right? They technically, if it's under contract still, they technically still have a right to it, unless they release equity. They release their equitable interest in the property. Because I bought in a lot of houses where the sellers died while I had it under contract, and still I legally have the right to buy it if it's within the terms. So I would still make sure. I think it's the right thing to do. Okay. But yeah, you should be fine.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Zach.
Appreciate it. Have a great one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Boom. All right. Ann, what is up?
Hi, Zach. I kept forgetting this question. You're going to help me, I think about 3 weeks ago, to find probates here in Shelby County. I can't get past the gatekeepers. They're telling me, I've been down there a few times, and they're telling me that we don't have the information. I did the school spill. I can't get anywhere with them. And you were like, you could look it up online, but we forgot. We got to talking about, we role played. We forgot to see how you can, look it up online. And that's where, I want to try probates as well.
Okay. So have you not been able to do it?
No, I can't. You know, the online access. You know, they said that they don't give out that information, and so it's not. I haven't been able to pull it up. You know, Shelby County. You know, in Tennessee, and so.
Let me check here. Seeing if there's a quick one, but probably not, right? They're going to make it a little more difficult. I would honestly just asking to get the case IDs. I think I remember looking at this last time, right? I think it was the case IDs.
That we never did get a chance to pull it up. We forgot. We role played, and then I got off the line. Oh.
Yeah, court docket's going to be weird. So have you called?
Yes.
And what do they exactly tell you?
They said that they asked me why did I need the information. And I said, I'm doing a school project and I'm trying to find out the steps of probates and how it works online, how to look it up, from the beginning to the end and things like that. And they said they, really don't give out that information. And I was going to go with the Freedom of Information Act, but I didn't want to rub anyone in the wrong way. And so I just said, okay, but I've been there twice. Then I tried calling twice and no luck, no such luck.
Well, you threaten them. They have to go with the threat.
Pardon me?
I'm trying to look this up while you're doing it, but
okay.
An empty threat is not scary. Sometimes you have to execute the threat.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Filing a FOIA is not that scary. I promise. Like, it's not. You're not doing anything bad. You're not doing anything illegal. Like, it's legit, right?
Yes.
Reporters literally do it all the time. Okay, I gotta do this bot thing. These things are so crazy. I used to do this as a kid. It's like a B and an E, but it's all weird. All right, an O or I think it's an O. Okay. Oh god, that's a lot. Okay. We're gonna go by case type here. Okay, so I am in the Shelby. I'm just looking at this while we're doing this. I would honestly do a FOIA. Let's see if we can crack the case right now. I feel like I'm one of those hackers in a movie.
Okay, that would be awesome. Let's see
what we do. I'm in the court view. All right, let's try to hack this. Okay, so we are probate court. You see this Shelby County Probate Court? You see that?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna do begin date. Do June 1st till now. Do I have to click something? I'll do a state if I had to. And then I would do all statuses. I doubt that's going to work, but we'll see.
So is that courtview.com? How did you get there?
Boom, I did it.
Okay,
how did you get there? Boom.
Well, okay, now how did you get there?
Magic.
Okay. Is it courtview.com? I mean, how did you get to this site?
All right. So do you see the private chat?
Okay, let me All
right, I'm going to put in the comments too for everybody.
Okay.
So it's Shelby County. Oh shoot, is this Ohio? Oh, my bad. That's Ohio.
Okay.
All right, that's Ohio.
Okay.
Oh my Lord. Never mind. I did Ohio. That's how you do Shelby County, Ohio. Why does Shelby County, Ohio? All right, we're going to do this one. It's going to be a lot harder.
Okay.
All right, let's try this. Public. Oh yeah, you're playing a game, aren't you? Yeah. It says you need a request on Shelby County. So let me show you what to do here.
Okay.
I got excited for a second. All right.
I did too. I was like,
no big deal. Is this it? No, wrong one. Hold on. All right. It's going to be right here. This is cool. I actually really like this because that means a lot of wholesalers can't do this. So I'm going to go here. So it's saying we're going to do a public records request policy during business hours. Let's see. All right. We're going to do it through the criminal court clerk's office. No. Sheriff office. Yes. The Shelby County probate court. Let's go to J.
Okay.
So it looks like you're going to have to go to the public records request coordinator. You see this information right here?
Yes.
Have you talked to this person?
No.
And then I would email public records at Shelby County TN.
Okay. And so what would I say in the email? Say in this email.
Trying to get the public records for the last month of all the probate court documents.
Okay.
Or I'd go in person and try to meet them. The public records, coordinating officer is probably someone you should meet. Seems like an interesting person to have a convo with. Buy him a coffee. See, I get the public records, right?
Yeah. Okay. I'll try that. I'm going to try your data search. Because I really wasn't having any luck with the numbers on True People Search. A lot of incorrect numbers, old.
Well, why don't you try code violations too while you're at it?
Yeah, I have access to code violations. I met a couple of them on the street, and they told me how to get in to have access to code violations, and so I did that, and things of that nature. So I'm just trying to get probates. Like you said, the harder it is, the fewer people that are willing to jump through the hoops to get it. And so I want to work on this and code violations. I would like to work on those two lists.
Go through the hoops?
Oh yeah, I'm willing to jump through the hoops, but everyone's not willing to. So I'm gonna, make a phone call, and then I'm gonna make my way down there, to speak with them.
All right, let's do it.
All right, thanks, Zach.
Appreciate it, Ann. Have a great one.
All right, you do as well.
All right, Jonte.
What's going on?
What's up? How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. How's the Ville?
Give me 1 minute. Let me step in another room. 1 minute. Can you hear me?
Yeah. How's the Ville going?
Wonderful. How's Florida going?
I love it. It's hot. But it's not.
Yeah. So, I just had like a quick question. Like, I was actually watching a video your father made about marketing. He was like talking about the marketing budget, the marketing channels, the marketing schedule, etc. My problem is the marketing rotation. Like I have 4 VAs, and he was saying that every month we should do like 1 month is calling, 1 month is texting, 1 month maybe.
Yep.
So is that like, so I just have all 4 of my VAs just do the same thing all 1 month?
So are you consistently doing deals still?
Yes.
Do not rock the boat. Okay, let's start with this. If something's working right now, don't stop doing that. Don't rock the boat. That's the fastest way to start like losing all your deals. I would slowly implement it and see if that's going to work or not, right? So that's number one. The way we do it is the way we found the best success is if I hit a code violation list every stinking month, the same list, it's probably not going to be good for cold calling it, right? But I found out if I cold call that list month 1, text blast that list month 2, hit them with a direct mail piece month 3, and then hit them back with the cold call on month 4 in a rotation, that's the best way. Like a high equity, they love it. If I get the best results when I cold call a high equity list. If I cold call the same high equity list every single month, it's not as effective as spreading out in different channels. Because sometimes different channels, it gets to different people. I do deals on SMS that I'd never get if I cold called it, vice versa. I cold call, I get a deal, and no one would ever answer the text.
Right. Okay. And okay, now I understand.
Oops.
Second, well, this really ain't even a question. I got the delinquent taxes code violation, the fire damage, and all of that. But when I imported it, it's giving me strictly the address, and it's not giving me. It's just giving me the address. So what I did was just have my VA go on the public website and then manually put in the first and last name. I didn't know if that was like normal or whatnot, or because I'm pretty sure different counties do different things.
Yeah, every county is different. Every county just gives you address, and they think like you're gonna like fail. Like, oh, he's never gonna find out the property owners, right? And that's like the little dig on you. That's fine. You can go into PropStream, ZachData.com, right? And then just like import it through that, like either way, right? I think Property Appraiser is probably the easiest way, though. I figured it out for free.
Yeah, that's the much easier way.
If there's a different way, dude, I'd tell you. Okay.
Okay.
I would.
All right, but that's really really the only two questions that I had. I didn't really have
I would
nothing
find
else.
out. Let me ask you a question. What is your top list right now, and what marketing channel are you doing to that list?
Well, like I said, my VA, I have 4 VAs. Really, all of them strictly wants to call. So we're really been pumping out a lot of calls, but I'm trying to implement like the texting because I don't
What has
have
been your best calling list?
the vacant. That's where
if you're doing some deals, I would text that vacant list.
okay.
I would just test it out, see what works, test it out for like a couple months.
No, it works. It works because I texted it, just randomly texting it, and got 2 deals from that list. So it works.
Do it. Be consistent.
No, you're right. I got you.
Start adding another VA for the texting. You are actually losing out not doing that.
But my problem was
2 deals. Yeah. You know
my problem was I didn't know if I should have them call and text the list at the same time. That's all I was. I didn't know.
Do it. Try it.
Okay. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, and then do a vacant, then a code violation, then not probate, pre-foreclosure. I would add on there. Start adding on different lists you don't usually do sometimes. Throwing it in so that VA is getting fed for the texting.
I got you. Okay.
That's just how you start doing more deals, man.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you.
I wish I could tell you this 2 months ago. We don't talk enough, man.
Yeah, no, because I'm really working. I don't have time to always hop on. No offense. I don't have time to always.
Yeah, but I'm just going to show you how to do an extra 3 deals this month.
Well, yeah.
And what is this, a 15-minute conversation, right?
Yeah. You're 100% right.
John, to be honest with me, how much time have you spent on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube for entertainment purposes the last week?
Well, see, I'm in. I don't really get on that. I'm really like, cause I get like, I don't have Instagram installed. I'm just really on some because I look up to like, and I shouldn't do this, but I like look up to Elon Musk, and I feel like I can change the world. So I'm gonna try to do with the work the 80 to 100 hours, even though I don't have to because my VAs do it. But I'm so obsessed on trying to, like change the world through wholesaling. But I'm just like,
this is a great book right here.
I know I got that book. I got that one.
It's a great book, man.
It's
inspirational, dude.
It is. I like
him. I'm letting you know, bro. Working 90 hours a week in wholesaling will drive you crazy.
It does. It does, but
I can relate to him with a lot of stuff. Like the whole memory thing's really cool. Me and him, but like you get to a point where he doesn't build the cars himself. He's got people doing it, robots, right? And you've learned that.
Right.
But yeah, you're putting the work, man. Get up an extra 15 minutes, talk to me. I'll try to help you out, man. Elon's not doing it all by himself though, to a point too, right? He's got like other people looking out for him, giving advice on stuff, right? And if I can be that person for you, let me do it, right?
You're right.
But he also spends a ton of time on doing memes and Twitter and stuff. So gotta have fun sometimes, man, too. But yeah, man, I love it, dude.
All right. Well, I really appreciate you. Thanks for taking the call.
Appreciate it, man. Let me know if I can help you out with anything else.
All right.
Have a blessed one, man.
You too.
Boom. Love it. Shante. Shout out to him. He's consistently putting the action. He's consistently getting the results, guys. Consistent results require consistent action. Once you realize that, you'll become successful. I promise you that. Now, let's check in the audio. Oh, it's too late in here to see it, but I think the audio is fine. Let's just check it really quick one more time. And we'll test it all out here. Ooh, got an ad. All right, let's see here. Boop, boop, boop. I think it's working. Yep. Sound good. Looking good. All right. Sam, what is the best way to contact me? Probably talk to me on the one-on-ones. Honestly, that's probably the best way to get a hold of me and talk to me. But yeah. Yama Baba says, hey, Zach, would it be impossible for me to wholesale in a market with 1.3 million median home price? I feel stuck. I won't be able to wholesale. Yeah, honestly, I would probably tell you that virtually wholesaling is probably your best bet if that's the case for you. Yo, Ghost Rider. All right. Can anyone help me find Zach's contract? It is at freewholesaling.com, FREE wholesaling.com. And then someone says, we're about wholesaling laws, guys. Listen to me. I'll tell you all about the laws. You're fine. Wow.
Hey,
What's up? How can I help you out?
I'm good, bro. You know the message earlier about being in San Jose and I want to stay local?
Yes.
Yeah, that was me. So yeah, I've heard that a lot. Like, it is a really difficult market, and I know that, but I don't know, something about being like just like going on, like I've never like in a different area. It just seems super intimidating, you know. So would it still be impossible if like even if it took like 3-4 months? Is it still a bad idea, you think?
You do whatever you want. I'm going to tell you what works for most people. Now, Kyle, I know 2 people in San Francisco that make millions of dollars every year signing contracts in San Francisco. They are elite. Like they are elite of the elite for wholesaling. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's not impossible, right?
Yeah.
It's not possible to run under a 4-minute mile. Not possible. Not a lot of people that can do it though, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's up to you. Go run a 4-minute mile, right? And then just prove it. Prove me wrong. But like I would say for most people, probably not the best advice.
Yeah. Do you think even like if I do virtual like somewhere like local California or like anywhere in the US?
Dude, what's the difference between wholesaling virtually in Maine versus in let's do San Diego? What's the difference between those two?
Probably San Diego, nothing, but I was thinking like if it was like Oakland or something. Yeah.
The only market close to you that works is Stockton and Oakland, which is still kind of far from you, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Those are the only markets near you that could theoretically work, like very well for most beginners. And you're kind of too far from that. Hold on, let me check out San Jose.
Oh, okay.
Let me look at the map. I could be wrong. I know I have like a mental map memorized of places with ARVs, but like, all right, you're in so you're kind of south right here. Okay, yeah, like Santa Cruz, no. Morgan Hill, Gilroy, I mean, honestly, maybe, yeah. Like you got to be in kind of Modesto, yeah, Stockton, yeah. You get, unfortunately, no. Merced, maybe Fresno, yeah. That you got to go east, right? So yeah, no. I would say probably go. Honestly, give it a 50-50 approach. That's what I would honestly say. Okay, I like, are you in San Jose or are you in like outside, like Fremont?
I'm in San Jose. Like honestly, like for the past couple weeks, I've been like reverse driving for dollars, and I mailed like a bunch of pre-probates. But like you said, it's like probably pretty hard here. So as much as I would love to make it work, maybe I'll try virtual wholesaling in the beginning.
I would try virtual. I'm just trying to give you my best shot. I probably would.
Yeah, appreciate it. So
I would love to tell you something different, man. But like in my heart, like how I want you to be successful, I feel like your best chance probably be outside. How old are you?
I'm turning 18 in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I honestly, if you really want to, I would do a 50-50 approach just so you can sleep at night knowing you're trying everything.
Mm-hmm.
That could work, right? Like
that's where you're.
That's where I tell most people. But those are guys that are living like Stockton, right? Like Sacramento, right? Where like there's still kind of a shot. I would do 50-50. Probates, pre-probates, code violations, water shot if you're in Cali. I would probably do that and then try half virtual and then try it out.
Sounds great.
Like virtual wholesaling rules for a market?
Do I know them?
Yeah, do you know the 2 rules?
Oh, you said it was like one of them, the median population, like, or not median population, like the population's like 300,000, and then so the price is like, was it 400,000, 300,000?
Pretty close. That's very close. So you know it. So you know exactly where to be finding a right market, right? Yeah. I say the ARV under 250, county population over 100,000.
Oh, okay. So
you're not on. Like honestly, like if you did a 300,000 and 4, like you're still gonna be fine. Like I promise you.
Oh, okay.
I would stick to those numbers, and I feel like you'll find a really good market.
Mm-hmm.
because there's such little amount of wholesalers compared to the whole wholesaling industry that watch my stuff. Most of them aren't following that advice. So if you walk in there doing the stuff that I teach, you're going to kill it. And I'm very confident. So I'll do 50-50. So how many hours can you put into wholesaling?
Honestly, like a week. So I probably got like 5 hours a day. So like 30, 35 hours.
35. I would do 20-10. Put
So
20 hours virtual, 10 hours in person.
Okay.
I think you're fine. And those 10 hours should be reverse drawing for dollars.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Stuff like that.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then the rest should be virtual.
So for virtual, like marketing, would that be are letters okay for virtual, or should I do cold calling and like SMS?
I like cold calling. You can do SMS. It costs money. So I would prefer cold calling, but I don't think one's going to be like. I'd rather not spend money if you don't have to starting out.
Oh, okay. I have a decent like starting budget because I have a job. So
okay, try it.
Okay, sounds good.
Why not? Yeah, don't leave no stone unturned. You can try both out and see what happens. Dude, prove me wrong. I got guys like I had a guy we're putting on the podcast. He did 150K, I think, in 2 months in Miami. Insane, like high Airbnb market, right? He proves me, and he showed me the HUDs. Like he showed me, I think, 500,000 in HUDs in like 4 months. I was like, whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what? All virtual. I'm like, okay, you prove me wrong.
That's crazy.
Prove me. He's an outlier though, right?
Yeah.
Kyle, prove me wrong. Okay. I'm just saying,
I would love to do that.
Hundreds of thousands of people. It's hard for like the average person to do that. But prove me wrong. I think if you do both, and if you're finding things are hitting in San Jose, then prove me wrong. Okay.
Sounds good.
DM me and prove me wrong, and I won't talk about it. We'll keep on the hush hush for you, because then everyone's gonna go there. But like, you know what I mean? So do it.
Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Motivates me. Thank you for your content.
Appreciate you, Kyle.
Thank you.
Oh, all right. Next we have hello.
Hey Zach, can you hear me?
What's up? How do I say your name right? Is it
a soldier?
A soldier. That's a cool name. All right.
Yeah. Okay. So been following you, man. Thanks for everything you do, and your dad. Been following you for a few months now.
Awesome. Appreciate your support.
Yes, sir. So I'm in Texas. So first things ARV. It's an undisclosed state. So
we're in Texas.
I'm actually in Houston. I was in San Antonio. I just moved to Houston a couple months ago.
Nice.
So been going hard, really trying to get all the government list. I'm out here in Fort Bend County, and so I've got the code violation. I've been trying to get the order shut off, and they're all invoking this House Bill 872, Section 4, like regarding personal information. They sent me a letter, like a couple of the cities sent me a letter saying that all they can give me is actual business addresses, but
that's fine.
Like
Soldier.
Somebody's. Yes, sir.
You're like the 100th person to tell me this in Houston, because Houston's like the only one that's really doing this. Some Dallas counties are doing this. Just do the utility liens.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Liens with the utility department. You just get around that really easy.
Okay. So what I did, I signed up for PropStream. So going on there, like there are a few of them that I'm fighting. One question I have though is this. So that was me earlier that I posted in there. I'm doing my first probate mailers.
Okay.
I got like 16 letters today. I got them, all the envelopes going out tomorrow. I'm trying to figure out. So for pre-probate, I got the letter that your dad has on the freewholesaling.com. But for pre-probate, is it a different template?
Not really. Same one, I would say.
Okay, so the same one I use for probate, because on the one I'm using for probate right now, it says it's talking about the heirs. So for pre-probate, I don't know if I should still include that in there.
Yep, with the heirs. Okay. You're not mailing to someone that died, right?
What's that?
You're not mailing to the person that died, right? You're not going to open it.
Oh yeah. I'm not exactly. I'm not mailing.
What do I do to the heirs?
Okay, so and then the other question I have is, so I just heard the guy mention earlier about the marketing rotation, calling and text blasting. So what all I've been doing is calling. Like I do a lot of cold calling. Like I'm calling like probably like 150 people a day, and I'm doing all that manually because I don't have a dollar. So my only thing is what I do, like I call, if I get the answering machine, I leave a voicemail, but then I text it right after. So should I switch the way I'm doing that? Because I'm not really getting a lot of contact from that.
I'll tell you right now. 80% of the people who are watching this know exactly what I'm going to tell you. There's a small little effect in virtual wholesaling I love telling people. It's called the rich teenage star effect. Or I don't know, like I call it like that, where I look at virtual wholesaling markets and I see where teenagers who literally have no business making money are making money. Mm-hmm. And guess what? One market I found that a lot of teenagers who literally don't know what they're doing are making a ton of money in wholesaling.
What's that?
Houston, Texas. These kids are just driving around looking for ugly houses, lowballing them on Google Voice and making hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That's what I'm doing. I'm driving for dollars every day, like 5 days a week. And
how many sticky notes do you put out?
And I'm calling them.
How many sticky notes do you put out?
I would say about 30 to 40 a day.
30, 40 a day.
Yeah, I get
every single
back.
one?
No, I'm not putting one on every single house. But
why?
Like the ones that look like vacant, abandoned, that nobody's coming to, I don't put a sticker on there. But why? I cold call those because I feel like nobody's coming there.
There's gonna be people coming there.
Okay.
You put 100 of those out, you're gonna get at least 5 calls.
Yeah, I get at least about 3-4 calls a day, like on the reverse driving for dollars, and a lot of them they've had a lot of contact from wholesalers, so they're hanging up on you, or once they figure out what you're trying to. Because I'm realizing that it's not a lot of people out here doing reverse driving for dollars because they call the number and then as soon as they realize that you're talking about real estate, they hang up on you.
Okay.
So I just keep doing it. Yeah, I just keep doing it. But so far,
switch the strategy up. Do it on code violations. Reverse drive for dollars is a code violation.
Okay.
Then a probate.
Okay. Yeah, I think the probate is like what I'm focusing on right now. Like I'm really getting ready to like start attacking that like hard because I've got to get something going, man.
Okay.
I got to make it happen.
If you're getting 5 calls a day, like are any of those turning into appointments?
So far I've been here for 2 months. I've gone to 6 appointments.
Okay. And have you got any deals from that?
Not yet. Not
okay.
yet. Two of them were mobile homes. One of which he called me back. I gave him a low number. He called me back, but then like he doesn't own the lot. He just owned the mobile home. So watching. So
I'm trying to understand this. If you're doing 40 sticky notes a day for 2 months, that means you've put out 2,400 sticky notes in 2 months.
I'm doing, I say 30 to 40. Yeah, like somewhere in 30 for.
You put 2,400, and you haven't got one deal.
I haven't got a deal yet.
That's crazy.
I haven't got.
I know people in Houston doing 300. They're going to deal consistently. What market are you reverse trying for dollars in?
I'm in Fort Bend County.
Fort Bay.
Fort Bend.
Bend?
Yeah, Fort Bend. BND.
Okay. Oh, Fort Bend. Oh, okay. You're doing Sugarland. All right.
I'm doing Sugarland, Missouri City, Rosenberg.
I'm trying to think here. How far is? Why don't you try? Look on the map here. How far are you from Katy?
Katie's not far from me. Katie's like a half hour from me.
Do Katy. I know a lot of wholesalers, a lot of teams doing money over there. Try it.
Actually submitted a contract for a property in Katy. The dude, it was actually a fishbowl. It was listed for 180. I got him all the way down to 98. sent him the contract on DocuSign. So then he asked me to meet him at the property. On my way to go meet him at the property, he called me. It's like somebody else offered him more, like offered him like 130.
Katie, do it.
Okay.
Try it out.
Okay. I'll be in Katy tomorrow.
I know people are doing deals there, so I'll make excuses. You just got to go, you know?
Yeah, I'll be out there tomorrow.
All right. I love it.
All right, Zach. Appreciate your time, man. Thanks
Appreciate
for everything you do.
Have a good one.
All right.
Of course. No problem. Boom. You know, as they say, make moves or make excuses. You have to decide which one you want to do. I'm going to write that down for you, okay? Make moves, make excuses. It's ultimately up to you which one you want to do. I'll tell you right now, if you got to make moves or make excuses. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around that. So if you were telling me that something's not working, we're going to have to make some moves and change things around. Got to change it up. That's it. Zach, hit me up one more time. What do you got?
My lights are off. I need to turn my lights. Give me a second.
Yeah, dude, just say it to me. I don't need the camera.
All right. Hey, Zach. Hey, is this Zach? And then you say yes. I say great. So before I was going to go visit the property at around 5 p.m., I was just checking in to see if you are ready to give a yes or no decision when I give my offer to save us both time.
Yeah, I can. Love it.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Appreciate it, Zach.
All right.
Have a good one, man. Good luck tomorrow.
Too.
Let me know what happens.
I will. Don't worry.
All right. Good luck. Awesome. Love it, guys. You're ready to go. Guys, if you want to learn wholesaling for free, do me a big favor. Just go to freewholesaling.com. That's my free real estate wholesaling course where I teach the entire wholesaling real estate for free. We have doubled our prices. So we're going from $0 doubling up to $0. So $0 to learn wholesaling real estate. I know it's a steep ask for you guys, but just go there, learn real estate wholesaling for free. Vlog is coming on the Flip Alert channel tomorrow. We love it. Make sure you smash the like button and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.